So this that we learned in Medina is teaching us a limud. Ir ve'ir, the double lashon of Medina is teaching us a limud. The double lashon of ir is teaching us a drasha. So mishpacha, we have another double lashon pasuk mishpacha. Each and every mishpacha lamai asa. So what's that coming to teach us? Amr Rabbi Yosi. Hello, Zach. Amr Rabbi Yosi Bachanina. Lahavi mishpachais kahuna. So the limit of the double lashon of mishpacha, each and every mishpacha, the limit is to teach us that mishpachais kahuna levia shemavatin avidasan avan l'shmaya mikra Megila. The families of the kohanim, their families come and hear the mikra Megila. They're mevatel the avodim beis hamikdash, and they come and listen to Megillah. The Amr of Yehuda Merav. Kohanim b'avidasan. The pasuk says Kohanim b'avidasan uleviim b'duchanan v'yisrael b'mamada. Not the pasuk. It's the Kohanim b'avidasan. The Kohanim with their avodah, uleviim b'duchanan, the Leviim on their platforms, Yisrael b'mamadan. Kulam mevatna b'avidasan avon l'shmoya mikra Megillah. So there's Kohanim, Levim, and Yisraelim who do avodah in the Beis Hamikdash, and all of them leave their job to come hear the Megillah. Tanya nami hachi. We also have a brayso like this. Kohanim b'avidasan Levim b'duchanan Yisrael b'mamadan. Kulam mevatna b'avidasan avon l'shmoya mikra Megillah. That same thing, Kohanim, Levim, and Yisraelim leave their avoid in the Beis Hamikdash, come to hear Mikra Megillah. Mikan samchu shal Beis Rabbi shemavatim Talmud Torah v'nishmai Mikra Megillah. So we learn from here. Beis Rabbi learned from here. They pass in halacha like this, that the Megillah you're mevatel Talmud Torah. Kal v'chaymer me'avoida. The kal v'chaymer is from avoida. Ma avoida she chamura. Just like avoida, the avoida in Beis Hamikdash, which is more chamer than learning Torah, mevatlin on Talmud Torah. So for the avoida, you could be mevatel Talmud Torah like kol shekain. So just like for the avoida, it should be like more chamer the avoida in Beis Hamikdash than Talmud Torah. Frak the Gemara on this, avoida chamur mit Talmud Torah. You're going to say that avoida in Beis Hamikdash is more chamer, is more strict than Talmud Torah. Aiva haksiv. We have a pasuk by Yeshua b'Yericha. When Yeshua was in Yericha, and he sees a man across from him, and he lifts up his eyes, sees this man, and he bows down to him. Frak the Gemara on this. Bow down. I'm trying to get on the level of like Shimshi, whatever, giving share in Yiddish. So I have to work on my Yiddish a little bit. How could he have done this, right? Because Rabbi Shua ben Levi said, it's asr to give shalom, to say hello to another person. That in that manner, bowing down to somebody, chashin shem shedhu, right? And then you find yourself bowing down to a shed, to a ghost or a spirit, however we learn the word shed. Shiny Hasam, the Gemara says over here that this case is different. He was able to bow down to him, the Amarlei, because this person said to him, this shed, could have been person, was actually a malach, Kiani Sartz of Hashem. He told him, hey, how's it going? I am the Sartz of Hashem. I am the master of Hashem's army. I am the general of Hashem's army. But is it not possible to ask the Gemara that it is a shed and he's lying? He says I need Sartz of Hashem, but like if that's what I would have said if I was trying to pretend to be a person. So we have a rule that the Shaden do not they don't say the name of Hashem for no reason. And the fact that he said Ani Sartz of Hashem, so even if he would have been a shed, but in this case he wasn't. Amalai, whatever case is, Amalai, he says to him, the Malach says to Yeshua, Emesh b'taltum tam Yesterday you were mevatel this afternoon. This afternoon, emesh. This afternoon, you were supposed to do the carbon of the afternoon, the tamid shel bein habayim. Right, you were mevatel that. So, Pashup Shad is not that he skipped out on doing the avodah, but maybe he didn't do the avodah the whole way, or maybe not everybody was supposed to be involved was involved in it. But we could learn Rashi and the Mefarshim and figure that out. But now, also you were mevatel Talmud Torah. What does it mean that he was mevatel Talmud Torah? Well, Yeshua was leading the nation. Now in the afternoon they were busy, whatever. Now at night, it really is not time milchama. They should have been Isaac in learning Torah. So the Malach, the Sarat of Hashem, said, this afternoon you skipped the preparing the carbon properly, the Talmud, and now you're invited to Torah. And here I am, Ot Binich, Amaloi. So Yeshua says to the Malach, Aleizim hen basa. But which one did you really come for? Amaloi ata basi. He said, well, now is when I showed up. So clearly the Talmud Torah was the one that he's here for now. So ata basi, I came now. His answer was, I came now. Miyad vayom shua b'laylahu b'soicha emek. Right, so then it says vayom Yeshua, that Yeshua went to sleep in that night b'soicha emek, inside the valley. Now, the valley we're learning is the valley of Torah, the Amkos shel Torah. So I'm Rabbi Yochanan. Melamed. Oh, one more. Looking over. Right, so we learned the be'emek, but emek, we're saying is ba'imka shalacha, in the depth, in the valley, in the depth, in the play on word of halacha, of Torah. V'amr Reb Shmuel ba'unya, Reb Shmuel ba'unya says, Gadol Talmud Torah yosim ha'kravas tamidin shenemar. Talmud Torah is greater, learning Torah is greater than bringing the Talmud, bringing the carbon Talmud Shenema. Because our pasuk that we just brought down of Atabasi, I came now. Yetz benach kimen. Loi kasha. So the Gemara, Loi kasha.
As I said, the kasha is...
Because he says Atabasi.
I'm saying, but the kasha is Avodah Chamir with Talmud Torah. You started over. You want to tell me that Avodah is more strict than Talmud Torah? You see now, okay, that the Malach came only for Talmud Torah.
Right. No,
Versus,
right. So we're saying
that's
just the opposite. Right. We were trying to prove that Talmud Torah is more important than Akro. I'm sorry. That bringing the carbon is more chamer. Right. So now the pasuk, the pasuk and the limit is teaching us the opposite. Right.
Yeah.
Loi kasha. So now the Gemara answers Loi kasha. Hadarabim hadiyachid. That's where we're talking about over here in the pasuk. We're talking about Talmud Torah of the Rabbim. Talmud Torah Rabbim is a much more chomer. The Gemara is learning, but the Talmud Torah of a yachid, of a single person, maybe still avoiding the Beis Hamikdash, carbon Talmud is still pretty serious zach. So now the Gemara asks on that, the yachid kal, and you're going to tell me that the limit Torah of one person is kal, is a kleinikite, right? Learning Torah is really like v'gisa b'yam laila. So we're bringing a mishnah that nashim b'moyed ma'anas avloi metapches. So when we have a levaya on Chol Hamoed, so the women do this crying thing that they did, which we learned about avloi metapches. But not the responsive crying thing that they did. Rabbi Shmuel Rabbi Shmuel said if they were close to where they see the mita, the person who's neftar, metapchos, then they could beat their chest. B'Rosh Chadashim, So on Rosh Chodesh and Chanukah and Purim, they could do this crying out that they did. They could like spade them basically, and then they could beat their chest. But they can't do the responsive. Like the woman would say one thing, and then they would. This was more of a crying avelus, right? This was more of a similar of avelus. It was like a worse thing, right? That's what the mekaynis was. The mekaynis was the responsive. And Rabbi Babahuna says, "Ein moed b'fnei Talmid Chacham." There's no cholamoid when you have a Talmid Chacham that's nifter. So the whole cholamoid pretty much fell to vek, and you have levayas and aspedim and all that. Because it's Talmid Chacham. Kol shekain Chanukah Purim. Kol shekain. So this would be, Chanukah and Purim would be like less chomer than cholamoid. And what we're talking about, Kol shekain Chanukah Purim. Ein moed, right? Kavod Torah kamet. Kavod Torah the yachid chomer. So the Gemara says that now Talmid Torah, when we're talking about Talmid Torah talking about Talmid Chacham, we're talking about the Kavod Torah of this person learning, of this person teaching. That's the Kavod Torah. Limud Torah is the actual, what we do is sit and learn. So the Gemara is being mechalek is between Kavod Torah of a Talmid Chacham or Limud Torah. Kavod Torah kamet. Kavod Torah the Yachid Chomer. When we talk about how we have to be mechabed somebody who's a Talmid Chacham, it's different because that's a Chomer thing. Talmid Torah the Yachid Kal. Just learning Torah of one person learning Torah by himself, he could learn later. So going to hear Megillah or whatever the mitzvah is, it's more Kal. Amar Rava Pshita Li. Rava says it's simple to me. If you have a choice of Avodah or Mikra Megillah Adif. You have a choice of doing avoid in the Beis Hamikdash or Mikra Megillah Adif. Why? With the Rabbi Yosi Bachanina, from the Rabbi Yosi Bachanina, that we learned Talmid Torah Mikra Megillah Adif with the Samchus Shel Beis Rabbi. If you have Talmid Torah or Mikra Megillah, the Mikra Megillah is more important with the Samchus Shel Beis Rabbi. From the fact that Rabbi learned from that Mishnah. Talmid Torah Meis Mitzvah Adif. If you have a choice of Talmid Torah Meis Mitzvah, you have a choice of either learning Torah or burying a Meis Mitzvah Adif Midatanya. Meis Mitzvah is more important, more Chomer Midatanya. Amahim Glent and Abraisa. Mevatlan Talmid Torah Loitzos Meis Ulachnos Iskala. We learned Pashut in Abraisa that you mevatl Talmid Torah to go bury a Meis Mitzvah, or Hachnas Kala, or escorting the Kala down to the Chuppah. Avodah Meis Mitzvah, if you have Avodah Meis Mikdash or Meis Mitzvah Adif. So where do we know this from? We have a limit of Me'ula Achoisai. When we're talking about a Nazir, so a Nazir is not matama to anybody. He has other things, but he's not matama to anybody. So it lists he's not matama to his father, he's not matama to him. When we're talking about a nazir, so a nazir is not matama to anybody. He has other things, but he's not matama to anybody. So it lists he's not matama to his father, he's not matama to his mother, he's not matama to his brother, to his sister. Till his sister. So we had a different limit that we learned for each family member from that are brought down, and the limit from Ulachoisa the Tanya. Ulachoisa Matam Loimar. What's the extra word Ulachoisa coming to teach us? Hareisha Haya Haylech Lishka Des Pitzchoi V'Lamos Banai V'Shamash Meis Loi Meis Yochel Yitame Amata Lo Yitame. Right. So if he was going to shech his korban pesach or bimal his son, and he heard that one of his zayin kroivim passed away, so you could think that he wouldn't go and be mataman to them. Just like he wouldn't be mataman to his sister, kachem mataman to meis mitzvah. So too he would be mataman to meis mitzvah. Tamad lamer ula choysa, la choysa who the ein mataman. Dafka choysa for the zayin kroivim for his own thing, but still meis mitzvah av mataman to meis mitzvah. I think we should hold it over here
Till Gufa.
till Boy Rava. Where do you want to go till?
Gufa.
Till Gufa? Okay. Boy Rava. Mikra Megillah Meis Mitzvah, Haiminai Odif. Right? So Rava asked, if we have opportunity to do Mikra Megillah or Meis Mitzvah, which one is more important? Which one is more, takes precedence? Mikra Megillah Odif Mishum Besumim Nisa. Maybe Zok the Gemara Mikra Megillah because the publicizing of the Nes is such an important thing. Ideal Meis Mitzvah Odif, or maybe Meis Mitzvah is more important Mishum Kavod Abrius. Because of Kavod Abrius, so, maybe that's the more important one. Basa Devaya Hada Pashta. After he asked the question, he answered the question. Meis Mitzvah Odif the Amemar. Godol Kavod Abrius Shadoicha Es Lo Yisaseh B'Torah.